Greetings, everyone. Glenn Kellaway coming to you from the basement. It is Monday morning, rainy day here in Trenton, Ontario. Should have done this video yesterday, but I was just too friggin' lazy. This is my weekly video on what's spinning in the basement for the past week. Just a chance to talk about a few records that I've been listening to and hopefully turn you on to something new. Let's start with something I just picked up on Saturday on an Amazon warehouse sale. So Sam St. John turned me on to this album last year sometime. He kept telling me to get it and listen to it and listen to it. And it's Marty Stuart, Way Out West. And I thought, I don't want to listen to a country album, this new country stuff and everything. And I got a lot of respect for Marty Stuart because he came out of the bluegrass genre. And, you know, I'm a big bluegrass guy being a banjo player. And he's a great musician. But I just never dug his music. It was really new country for a long time. And then Sam talked me into buying this CD. It's called Way Out West. Absolutely loved it. It's produced by Mike Campbell from the Heartbreakers. And it is it in the country genre? Yes. But is it a country album? No, man. It's got almost got some surf music, some psychedelic music, some country, some mixed with everything, and the guitars are really cool and kind of haunting, and the songs are great lyrics, great stories. Friggin' awesome album. You got to listen to this album. Don't say I don't like country and not listen to this album. Check it out, please. Way Out West. So what happened was I always peruse the Amazon warehouse sales, and I know I've had some feedback from people saying, oh, you just get crap there, scratchy old crap and everything. It's not true. I found some great gems there. You got to look through about 60 pages of freaking records and CDs that most of them to me are overpriced. Like, you know, the idea of a warehouse deal in Canada is $35 or $30. Forget that. But you just find that gem every once in a while. $20 I paid for this. Now, the only thing wrong with it is it has a slice down here. Now, I'm not sure if I did that when I opened it, but I don't think so. No, I couldn't have done it because I didn't. So the cover's sliced. But the shrink wrap was still on it. It was still sealed. It's a brand new record. So I can live with the slice in the cover. Maybe you guys are real picky, but, you know, you can hardly see it, really. And I'm not doing anything with this record but keeping it anyway. So, but fantastic album. Fantastic. Thank you, Sam, for turning me on to that. It's been getting a lot of play in the house since Saturday afternoon when it arrived. I'll put that away later. Oh, what else have I been listening to? How about the Pretenders live in London? I have on CD. This is a really good live album. Pretenders live in London. It's got all the hits. They're really rocking on this album. And there's a song that starts the album. It's called Boots of Chinese Plastic. I don't know where the heck that song came from, but frick, it's a great song. But anyway, Talk of the Town's on here. Message of Love. I Go to Sleep, all the Pretenders hits that we love. Back in the Chain Gang, Brass in Pocket, you know the catalog. But if you're into the Pretenders and you haven't heard that live album, it's really good. What else have I been listening to? Let's go with another live album. I love Daryl Hall and John Oates. I just inducted them into the Hall of Fame show that we're doing on the Rich Strickler channel. If you haven't been following it, Rich hosts and really does all the work. And thank you, Rich, for all the time you spend doing this. We have our own Hall of Fame to make up for that stupid Hall of Fame that Jan Wenner runs in Cleveland. Dolly Parton doesn't make our Hall of Fame, no offense to Dolly. And we do it by, you have to have released your first album 25 years previously. So now we're up to like the year people released their first albums like 1973 or something like that was the first Hall & Oates album. And man, these guys had like something like 20, if I remember, I can't remember I think 26 number 10 hit songs, and 6 of them number ones. I don't know how many hit albums. I mean, they just ruled the frickin' world for a while. And I'm a big fan. And this is another live album that's really good. Live at the Troubadour, musically fantastic. Vocals are great. All the performances of the songs. It's got all the hits plus a few deep cuts. 2 CD set. It's been released on vinyl in the last couple of years. But fantastic record, and it sounds really good too. What else? Let's promote another project I'm involved in on Rich's channel. The CD exchange every Friday with myself, the great Larry Graves, the Canadian Stud Muffin, Rich, Randall Nelson, a fellow by the name of Doc, who doesn't, no, Doc's not involved in that one, and Brian Massey from Massey's Main Entertainment, another great guy and a great channel. Every week, one of us, we take turns giving out a CD for everyone to listen to and review, and it gets uploaded on Fridays. It's really good, and you might get turned on to something cool. This week, Larry Graves was in the hot seat and gave us Blue Oyster Cult. I can never remember the name of this album. Fire of Unknown Origin. Really good album. I have the Blue Oyster Cult box set, which is great. It comes with like 17 CDs, and it's like only like $70 or $80 or something. Really great. And I don't think they've ever put a bad album out. This has the hit song "I'm Burning for You" on it. It's the second song on the album. But the whole album rocks. They're a great rock band. Blue Oyster Cult. I've been listening to that because I got to review it on Friday. Mr. Zappa's not far from my heart, and I can't get this frickin' thing out of my CD player, especially disc 1 for some reason, man. Jawaka, and, well, it's actually called Waka Wazoo. It is a combination of the releases of anniversary of the album Waka Jawaka and the Grand Wazoo. I mean, fantastic jamming, fantastic alternate versions of songs, fantastic remix of the album on Blu-ray, some stuff when Frank was working on a solo project for George Duke. That's included here, those songs. There's some live stuff in here. It's just a freaking great set. Five discs. Oh my God, if you like Frank, this is must have. If you just like great music, it's must have. I'm talking to you, music from John. I know you're a Zappa fan. Okay, let's get away from these CDs and stuff. Aqualung, one of my favorite albums of all time. Got some love this week in the house. That's the Steven Wilson bookcase edition. I was actually playing the vinyl, but these bookcase Jethro Tull editions are great. Steven Wilson did a great job of remixing this. I'm one person who was never happy with maybe I'd say the dynamics of this album. It is such a dynamic album with the acoustic and the electric and kind of the quiet parts and the punchier parts. But I always felt like the quiet parts were so quiet you couldn't hear them. And then all of a sudden, the electric guitar comes in, and Steven Wilson kind of fixed that. Everything's just pushed up a little bit clearer to me. So I love this. It's great on vinyl, great on CD. Check that out if you don't have it. And then let's get into some of the records I've been listening to. Another one I can't get out is my record of the year last year. Just brag this up. If it came out in 2023, it would be my record of the year again. Kurt Vile, Watch My Moves. This gets better and better with each listen. I just got this on vinyl a couple of weeks ago. The vinyl sounds frickin' fantastic, better than the CD. And if you haven't heard this album, check it out and give it a few listens. Listen to the guitar, man. It's so dreamy and everything. You just lay on your couch and listen to this album, man. It just takes you to a dreamland. I'm telling you, it's fantastic. Kurt Vile, Watch My Moves. Absolutely love it. 2 more to show you. Caravan. So we're doing the CD exchange, and my name's going to come up in a couple of weeks. So I'm trying to think of what do I give these guys to listen to. Everybody's got such different tastes. Like Rich is not really a prog guy. And, Larry's not a country guy. And so it's like you want to be somewhat sensitive. And so I thought, I love this Caravan album, In the Land of Pink and Gray. And I was listening to it the other day, a live thing I have out of my Caravan box set, and the song 9 Feet Underground came on, and the live version I got is so freaking good. I thought maybe they'd like that, so I played the album this week a couple times and going, no, I can't give them this. It's still a bit too proggy, but it's a freaking great album. In the Land of Gray and Pink, and one of my favorite album covers. If you haven't heard that album, check it out. Last but not least, I'm a Bowie obsessed now. I was playing Heroes. Side 2 of this album with the instrumentals. This is on gray vinyl. Side 2 with New Cone and Moss Garden. They're just so beautiful. And then The Secret Life of Arabia is on here. And the song Heroes. Man, one of my favorite musicians on the planet, Robert Fripp, was on this album. That's it. So one more bit of housekeeping. I'll probably put it up on a video tomorrow just to let people know. I'm taking the week off from the live chats this week. Rob and Sam are going to keep the ball rolling on Rob's channel, Northern Revolutions. So if you come to the Tuesday chats, go to Rob's channel, Northern Revolutions. I'll put up a short video, not a short. Don't do shorts. A video announcing the change in venue, and I'm taking the week off because the Toronto Maple Leafs are starting the playoffs, and I cannot miss that for 2 seconds. So I have to abandon you all for a hockey game. Thank you all for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't done so. Please press the like button or the dislike button. I love your comments. Please comment. Everyone have a great Monday. Talk soon.